What's your thoughts on the game last night?
I thought UConn played exceptionally well. They're a great team, very well coached, and they deserve it. They just put it all together.
Any comment on Gino tying Pat's number 8?
No, I mean it's outstanding. I mean he's done a great job there. So and it's well deserved. I mean he has been in it almost as long as Pat, and he's one of the best in the business.
The fact they tied y'all for titles, y'all probably both be in the top 5 or top 10 next year. Does it give you any extra incentive going into next season? Or
I think just not being at the Final Fours and it's in itself. So we'll use that as our motivation.
What about the Final Four being in Nashville? How much motivation is that going to be in the off season?
It's huge for us. It's been a goal for us. It was a goal this year and came up short, and so, yeah, it's huge. We'd love to be in the Final Four in our home state, and that's going to be our goal.
Maggie Dixon won you won the Maggie Dixon Award. Last game she coached was against Tennessee. Obviously, she died shortly thereafter.
Right.
Now you've won the Rookie Coach of the Year award. It's sort of interesting where life goes in, 5 years, 6 years? Just talk a little bit about that award and the significance of it.
Well, I knew Maggie personally and knew what she stood for, hard work, and had a tremendous love for her players. And I said at the Warren Banquet, if I could have those lead by that example to our players, that would be awesome. So it was a very humbling award for me, and it's about I say it's about your players and who you surround yourself with. I have a great staff, so it's kind of hard for me to get an individual award when I know how much everybody goes and puts into it. But Maggie was an outstanding coach, and probably better yet, an outstanding person. So I hope I can live up to her expectations.
Holly, after the game last night, Gino paid his respects to Pat with some of his comments. Does that mean a lot to you that he would say something like that?
Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything less. I think they have a good friendship now, and he recognized what Pat's done, and I think Pat commented, and she's recognized what he's done. So, it was a very nice tribute for him to do that.
has there been any talk about reviving that series or bring that back anytime soon?
No, it has not.
Michelle Vopel had you guys in a top 5 teams to watch next year. With Andrea coming back and Mercedes and Bashara and the talent that you have coming in, how excited are you looking into the off season and into next year?
Well, I can't wait. We get our freshmen in this summer. All of our kids are staying this summer. So it's an exciting time for us to look to the future and rebuild this team. And I wish we were starting tomorrow with practice and starting a new season. But I think we're going to use the time to work on some things defensively, some ball handling things, fundamental skills I think that we need to work on before we get into team stuff. So excited! I'm already excited about the new year and excited about our kids coming in.
What is Andrea's timetable now in terms of getting back?
I think she's been practicing with us. I think certain things on her shoulder is every other day, but we're taking it slow because we don't have to rush. And so I think she looks good. She's getting in better shape, and we need her. We need her leadership, and we need her to part of this program on the floor.
Holly, could you talk about the WNBA draft next Monday? Could you talk about both Tabor and Kamiko? Do you think they'll be drafted, and two, what do you think their prospects are?
I think Dan, I think they'll both be drafted. I think, number one, Kamiko's stock went up because of how hard she played this year, and we saw that in her, and we just took a while to get it out of her. She's athletic. She can shoot the three. She's a great defender, and I think the WNBA is in need of some really strong defenders. So I think she's got a chance. I think Tabor, with her long-range threes, and she showed the ability to penetrate as well. So I think both those two young ladies are going to get looks. They have to go and make the team, but I think they'll get the opportunity to do that.
Is there any concern on your part? I mean, Tabor's had some issues, back, whatever.
Yeah, I think health. I think probably what would hold Tabor back would be just health issues of her back and just some nagging injuries, and So hopefully I think she's taking a little bit of time off, but then getting back into it. But yeah, that concerns me because of it's our season, then she goes right into the WNBA season. So that could concern me a little bit.
Holly, you also can do workouts in April before you turn the kids loose for summer. Are you going to take advantage of that week window in April to
Right,
get on the floor?
We'll start next week with workouts, and then they go home, and then we have a new rule. We can work them out in the summer, so that's why they're all staying, and we get to work out with them 2 hours a week, and so they're going to see us quite a bit this summer.
The other thing spring reminds me of course, is motorcycles. What's your game plan with your Champions for a Cause?
We are Champions for a Cause. We are going to Panama City for their big bike weekend the first week in May, and trying to raise some money and some probably a little bit more awareness when we ride on the motorcycles than anything else. So we're going to continue to do that, and going to meet up with Nikki from Baton Rouge. So look forward to doing that.
Kyra, Jolette, you going to get any of them on a motorcycle yet?
No, we don't want them those two to drag us down. We got to go. We got to keep moving. So
you'll be going from Knoxville, and she'll
Knoxville.
be going from Baton Rouge, or
correct,
okay.
correct.
Just the freshmen, if you could don't know. Obviously, they just played in their all-star games and stuff. But how much of an early impact could they make?
Well, I think all three of them are going to be huge for us. Mercedes Russell's going to give us just a tremendous presence inside, along with what we have. I think Jordan Reynolds is going to give us some needed help at the point position, and look forward to her there. And I think Jenna Tucker nobody really knows about Jenna Tucker right now. She got hurt in USA basketball. She's been on the radar forever. She's been one of the top 8 players in the country as a junior. So she didn't make any of the all-star teams because she sat out the year just to rehab her knee. So I think that all three of those have major impact for us, and going to give us depth, and going to give us some energy, and they're extremely talented young ladies.
You mentioned Jenna Tucker. I talked to her father last week. She's completely cleared. She's done with
She
rehab.
got cleared, and
what good news was that?
that was awesome. She told me after we got back home from the regionals, and she said she went to the doctor and she's totally cleared. So I was extremely happy. I mean, she took a whole year off, and that's tough. She missed her high school season, and that's extremely hard. But she wanted to be ready for college and wanted to make sure she did the rehab right and make sure she didn't push things. So she was one of our commitments and did it early. So I have a really soft spot for her. So I'm excited to get her on campus.
Thank you.